we have an action-packed week from June 4th to June 12th. And the reason why that week is action-packed is because we're celebrating 2 weeks. That would be Environment Week and Public Service Week. And here to talk more about all the activities, all the fun events is Feliza Fenty, Information Officer with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Labor, and we have Colleen Penn, the Communications Officer for the Deputy Governor's Office. Thank you, ladies, for joining me on today's program.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to be here.
Okay, so we're gonna get right into it, but before we talk about the individual activities, let's first talk about the premise, the reason why we're celebrating both Environment Week and Public Service Week. Feliza?
Yes, the environment is very important, and in the BVI, our environment influences our tourism sector, our financial services. I mean, the environment is so important that it's all around us at all times, really. I mean, from the beaches to the green hills, our environment is what drives our economy and is what drives our culture. So we celebrated Environment Week and also Environment Month for over 20 years in the BVI, and we've always observed it, we've always been protective of it as a people, and I think that is what makes us BVI landers. So that's why the environment, and that's why Environment Week is important.
Awesome, thank you. Colleen, Public Service Week?
Public Service Week brings together public officers from different ministries, departments to compete in a spirit of togetherness, friendly rivalry. We as public officers, we support the government in their operations. We provide essential services to the people. And once a year, we come together to recognize our achievements, to excel and share our growth, and to compete in friendly games, friendly competition.
Awesome, thank you. Now let's get straight into the activities. I know people are sitting on the edges of their seats.
Yes.
We're going to hear about these action-packed activities. Let's start with Environment Week, beginning June 4th, Sunday, June 4th. Let's hear more about that, Feliza.
Yes, thank you, April. Sunday, June 4th is the church service for Environment Week, and it is in the Huntermscott Church of God Prophecy. And if you would like to come, and if you'd like to bring a large group of people, then you should probably call the Conservation and Fisheries Department at 468-2700 and let them know that you want to bring a large group of people with you. Church service is going to be about, thanking God for the environment and just to open the week and keep things going and praise God for His blessings here for us, giving us this earth. So that's this Sunday. Then after that, the holiday Monday, you can listen to the Environment Week address or watch the Environment Week address online on social media on YouTube or Facebook at BVI Government. That address will be given by the Deputy Premier and Minister for Natural Resources and Labor. He always says something interesting about the environment and always gives you a little update on the different things that we're doing to preserve and protect our environment as a government.
I'm happy you mentioned that, Feliza, because a lot of the times our different ministers in our respective areas would have various addresses, and persons overlook them a lot, but not knowing that these addresses are really information packed,
full of
about
content.
What's really happening here
Right.
on the ground, what government is doing, also what specific projects that we should be looking out for.
That's
so
right.
I'm happy that you mentioned the environment address.
Thank you. Yes. Then the following Tuesday, which is the 6th of June. The 6th of June, there will be the underwater cleanup. And now, of course, the underwater cleanup is for people who we really want to call divers and deep sea divers or scuba divers. But, if you want to just help in any way possible, please call the department. There's something for you to do on land, whether it's tallying up bottles or tallying up stuff. There's something that you can do to assist the divers at the site. The underwater cleanup begins at 9 o'clock. And it's going to be in Trellis Bay on that Tuesday. So definitely call the department and find out what you can do to take part in the underwater cleanup, which will be a collaboration between, between the reef keepers and the conservation staff.
Okay.
So then the following Thursday, just jump over from Wednesday because we don't have anything particular on Wednesday. The Thursday is the 8th of June. The conservation staff will then be acknowledging and handing out the Green Pledge stickers. And so they're acknowledging different companies and departments that have participated in the Green Pledge over the past year and have basically cut down on their carbon footprint. These companies and departments have limited their waste, the amount of electricity waste, the amount of paper or plastic waste, and we are acknowledging them, the conservation staff. It's acknowledging the departments for their hard work in doing so and ensuring a greener BVI.
And shameless plug right here, our department actually received one of those stickers.
That's right. That's
We
right.
received the green seal, GIS.
Yes. What we need to do is, keep up with the green seal and continue to receive additional stars whenever we cut down on waste. So, for our department and for any department that wants to get involved, just call the Conservation and Fisheries Department or email cfd@gov.vg and get involved. Next is the Friday. Friday is going to be a fun activity called the Scavenger Hunt, and there's going to be some lovely prizes for that Scavenger Hunt. We want groups of 2 people, to take part in the Scavenger Hunt. Once again, email or call the department 468-2700 to participate in the Scavenger Hunt. And it is also Something Green Friday, where you can wear something green on that Friday, along with whatever you're wearing, whether it's a green bracelet, a green bow in your hair, a green clip, a green brooch, I don't know, a green t-shirt if you're going to be wearing Eagle shirts. Eagle shirts for the Public Service Week, folks. I mean, it is about the environment, so you want people to wear green and think green all the time while they're doing so. So that's that Friday. And then finally on the Saturday is Praises in the Environment. And it really is just a time of worship and praise and a really nice way to round off the week of activities. So that's going to be in Queen Elizabeth II Park, and that's at 5:30 a.m. And you can come on down, you can call the department. If you have a song, if you have a poem that you want to share at Praising the Environment, if there's something that's on your heart, you can come and do that, So
That's nice.
That's it
lovely.
for the
That
week of
sounds like a real
activities.
chill way to end the week.
Just smooth it out. 5:30 in the morning on Saturday.
Queen Elizabeth, nice. Thank you much, Felisa. Let's hear more about Public Service Week.
Thank you, April. Well, Public Service Week is a whole week of celebrations. We have activities for each day in the week. And how it is, the government, all the public officers, the public service particularly, we're split into 4 teams. Team A, the Ministry of Communications and Works, they're the Panthers. Team B, they're called the Supersonics. That's the governance group and the Ministry of Natural Resources and Labor. Team C are the Warriors. That's comprised of the Ministry of Education and Culture and the Ministry of Health and Social Development. And Team D, Eagles, Ministry of Finance and the Premier's Office.
Right.
So that's how the service is divided for that week. And we're going to start the week off on the Sunday. And the Sunday there's going to be an event called the Head of the Public Service Trivia. That's where all our heads or PSAs are starting the week off for us in a friendly little intellectual competition to see how their knowledge about the service, what it is, who we are, and so forth. Starts at 4 p.m. at the Sir Rupert Barclay Hall. At that same event, we're going to have some public officers strutting their stuff on the runway, styled by Umi, modeling those clothes.
Very nice.
And after that, we're going to close that event off with a talent show. If you can sing, dance, act, whatever your special skill or gift is, come out, let's compete. Let's see who takes on those bragging rights winning that event, which is new, and it's a good injection into the week. And that's how we're going to start off the week on the Sunday. The Monday, early o'clock, we're going to have a walk, run, bike-a-thon. We are going to be here at the complex from 5 a.m. Registration starts at 5 a.m. We are going to go towards the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School and back. We're going to go in our teams, get the numbers out. A good way to get that physical activity component into the week. We think of everything, intellectual, physical. There's so much things planned for the week. So we're going to have that on the Monday, holiday Monday. So after that early morning walk, you can go and relax and enjoy the rest of your holiday Monday.
That's right.
The Tuesday is going to be the prayers for the public service and the recognition ceremony. That event, we give praises to the Most High. We call on His name. We thank Him for His blessings over us. We say prayers for the public officers. We have a little sermonette. And we're also going to recognize over 150 public officers who have worked and served the government for either 10, 25, or 35 years of service. Over 150 persons who fall into this category, and they're going to be recognized as part of us recognizing our long-serving members, the longevity, and making sure that we don't take your contribution for granted. Following that is the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, bingo. dominoes, and the All-Star basketball game. The bingo will be held in conference room number 3 here at the complex. That's new for the week. We've never had that before.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have the dominoes semifinal games. We're going to see who matches up the best. And the All-Star basketball game is going to take place on Virgin Gorda. I just want to encourage all the public officers in Virgin Gorda to come out and support this event. We're going to have the best of the BVI Tortola players coming over versus the best of the Virgin Gorda players to see who competes and who wins that game. So come on and support that game. It's going to start at 7:30 at the Jeffrey Caines Arena. On Thursday, we're going to conclude our dominoes game with the final competition there. We're also going to have the employee race that begins at 1 in the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park. Friday is community service. We want to give back during this week. We know what we do is important, and we want to share with the wider public the importance of volunteering, the importance of giving back, the importance of embracing those in our community who needs that extra care and support. So we're going to go out in our 4 different teams and have a project along 4 areas, which is new this year. Usually we have 1 project for community service. Now we're going to have 4 different projects along the team's mental, health, education, environment, social. So we're going to go out, we're going to have those events, and we're going to report and just feel good to give back and to build the community in which we live in. Saturday is the retirees dinner. 71 retirees will be honored at this event. So they're going to have an invitation only dinner on that Saturday. The Sunday, we're going to have our fun activity. Sunday is our beach fun day. Bring the family out, bring the kids, bring the aunts, uncles, nieces, bring everybody out. Let's have some sporting events. Let's just relax and just enjoy each other. We don't have to be paper pushing all the time. We don't have to be doing all the daily grind. We can just enjoy each other's company and just relax on the beach on the Sunday. And on the Monday, we're going to see who is crowned the champions or the new champions for Public Service Week. So we're going to have our closing exercises on the Monday. We'll be giving out the prizes, and we're going to see who will be the champions for Public Service Week 2017.
We will see, won't we? I'm trying hard to be neutral, but I'm an Eagles girl. I'm sorry. So we already know who's going to win. I'm joking. So we are going to wrap up right now. Both weeks awesome. They're, again, event filled. A lot of persons may be convinced, but let's use this time to convince those persons who may not be too sure whether or not they're going to support both or even one of the weeks. So let's start with Environment Week. Felisa, what can you tell our audience listening and watching to encourage them to support Environment Week?
Right. I really want y'all to think about the environment, the environment is very, very important, and Environment Week pushes and brings the topic of the environment to the forefront. We want to do everything we can to preserve it. We want to do everything we can to protect it, and we want to raise awareness and bring it to the forefront. Your support brings awareness to the environment. So with that said, with all the things you do, with everything you do during June 4th to 11th, you can remember the environment by spending time outside with your family. You can use the hashtag #LovingNatureBVI and take photos, take a picture of yourself doing something environmental, whether you're using a green bag, whether it's you realize that you've used less electricity, just go the extra mile, go out of your way to give back to Mother Nature and give back to the earth, There are a lot of threats to our natural habitat, to our natural environment. So just bear that in mind with everything you do June 4th to the 12th.
Thank you, Felisa.
Thank you.
Pauline?
Well, Public Service Week is being celebrated under the theme, One Public Service, a Celebration of Togetherness. One public service, a celebration of togetherness. And I just want all public officers to know, irrespective of which ministry or department you're assigned to, we are one public service. And it's important that we take a break from the daily routine and we recognize our achievements, we celebrate our accomplishments, and we come together in a spirit of unity to celebrate who we are and the dynamic work that we do for the British Virgin Islands.
Excellent, thank you. And just want to clarify and of course highlight to our audience as well that they do have an opportunity to celebrate both weeks. Is there any overlap for persons who aren't sure?
No,
None
there's no
at
overlap.
all. None at
you
all.
can participate in both events.
Yes, you can participate in all of the Environment Week activities and all of
Right.
the Public Service Week activities,
That's right.
and they don't overlap.
Great.
Everyone.
So we don't have to choose.
Definitely not.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for joining me on today's program.
Thank you for having
Thank you for
us.
having us.
I can't wait for both Environment Week and Public Service Week. I will be there to support
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to seeing you there.
Exactly.
in my Eagle shirt, doing the cleanups and so on and so forth. Again, thank you again. And you have the opportunity to support both weeks. Environment Week being celebrated under the theme, Connecting People to Nature, Public Service Week, a celebration of togetherness from June 4th to June 12th. You're going to see the appropriate hashtags coming on screen. So if you take a picture, please use the hashtags for both weeks, Public Service Week and, of course, Environment Week. I've been your host, April Glasgow. Thank you for watching. Remember to support Environment Week and Public Service Week from June 4th to June 12th. See you then.